Alright, I've decided for some reason to strip all the wood out, and it's a bit rusty because it was gearbox oil all over the wood, so I've cleaned that. Now it's drying. I literally just got a hose pipe, soaked it, washed it, degreaser, and it's came up quite nice. It's actually quite clean. You've run a towel over it and no dirt comes up. Now I need to take all the wood out, clean all this again, pressure washer and that, just hose pipe and some degreaser, and then change all these pan heads to the flat ones, countersink things, because every time you push something in, it like catches on these. It's so annoying. But yeah, she's a bit rusty, so I might need to spray some stuff on that as well. Don't know why I decided to do this. Okay, wish me luck. Patch jobs here. Alright, that looks a bit better. Still need to sand down the rust a little bit and give it a little paint. I just need to wait for all this to dry out. I've tried to dry it the best I can, and then just need to wait for it to dry out. Maybe get a heater on it or something. We give it a little sand down and then paint it, or just paint right off the top. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably give it a sand actually, because there's some like lumps in here that maybe just get a drill brush on what do you call it, wire wheel, like drill brush attachment, and just go at it and then just paint right over the top. I've got some like a rust blocker or rust proofer or something to do with rust. That should work. I think it's black, but I'm not really too bothered, as long as it's better than this. And it's not too bad, it hasn't went through anyway. I mean, obviously at the back there's someone's attempted to do something here, so that's I'm just not going to look into that. Right, this is it when it's all dried out. It's just surface rust, I think, so get this silicone bead off that someone's put on there. Take these lips out and just start sanding it. See how it goes. This is my weapon of choice. Yeah, that'll do alright with two hands. Alright, I've done this little channel here. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. So I'm going to spray some of this on to see what happens. I've never used it before. I think it turns purple or something. And then I assume when that dries, you put like primer on it and then paint. So I'll probably primer it afterwards, then maybe paint it on top. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it's pretty bad, and it's going to take me a long time, and it's not going to be perfect, but I hope it will at least be better. Obviously if it stays like that, it's not going to take long for it to be very bad, but if I, try and protect it somewhat, it should be a lot better. So I'll spray this up, see what it looks like, see how it works, and then once that's dried, we'll carry on. Might even get a little screwdriver and just scrape them bits off and then spray this up and see how it works. Right, I've cleaned up a little bit. Let's give this a go then. Yeah, I think I covered everything. Doesn't turn purple. Oh, is it just one of them ones that like... I honestly don't know. Is that like just like an oil or something? Alright, I've had a little Google. I think I got confused. I thought this was a rust converter. That's meant to turn it like purple. This is like an underbody spray, I think. So it's no good for the use I did buy it for, which was for the E46. I need to buy some rust converter apparently, but the question is now, do I clean the rest of this and spray it with that? Or do I clean the rest of this and paint it? But then I feel like it's probably better to spray it with this because I'm not going to be able to get every tiny bit of rust out. I'll be here for months. So I'll just clean the best I can, then spray it with that. And surely it should protect it, and if any water does get on it, it shouldn't rust it. I feel like it'd probably be better than paint because, well, this is what's happened when it was painted, so. But I don't know. I'm no expert at this sort of thing, but I think that's maybe what I'll do. And then you will tell me in the comments if that was a good idea or not. So I might just put some paper over this to protect so it doesn't get covered in stuff. And then I'll sand the rest of this off and spray that on it as well. Alright, I think that's as far as I'm going to take it. I've decided not to use that anymore. I've got most of it up. It's not 100% or anything, but you know, it's better. I don't know what's went on here. I'm just going to ignore that. But, you know, I've went over the whole thing and got most of the rust up. So I'm going to get some rust converter, cover it in rust converter, get some red oxide primer thing, cover it in that, and then cover it in some is it like hardened paint or something? So some like silver hardened paint or something. Should be alright. So let's go buy some of that. Alright guys, it's the next day now. Let this dry overnight. It's pretty cold at the minute, like 1 degree. It looks like it's done a good job. Where I put that oil stuff, I did clean it, but I don't think I cleaned it properly because it doesn't look like it's held right there. So I'll probably wash this area again because it had like grease on it, didn't it? I should have really washed it all down with like brake cleaner or alcohol or something, but I didn't. So if you do this, make sure you wash it properly so there's no contaminants and stuff. But it looks like it's done a pretty good job. I think you're meant to like wash this off now, and then you can paint it, but I might put another layer on it, because it is, you know, pretty much the whole van, isn't it? Like, especially this section. So I might wash it off, then put another layer of the brush converter on. I don't know if I showed the just use that little brush in a little pot there. We have food. I got this stuff, so hopefully that's a similar colour. This is what I'm going to put on after. Red oxide primer. Then I'm going to finish it with this. Apparently you can just put this straight on it. No need to prime or undercoat or use anything. Apparently you just put that right onto rust, but it says literally direct to rust. So you could do that to save some money. This was like 12 quid a can. But that was also 12 quid, and then wherever I've put the other stuff, oh, here it is. This was like 12 quid as well, so. And I haven't used much, probably like, I don't know, 1/3 of the tub, 250ml. So I might just go over it a little bit again, just in some of the areas. I might just, I don't know. I think it's better to probably put 2 coat everything on though, isn't it? It's going to be covered anyway, but I just want it to look, be better. I mean, it looks really good at back here now. It was really rusty before. Yeah, shut the door. There's this piece as well, and just back here in these corners. And then this corner here.
That's quite black. Is it supposed to be black?
Yeah, it goes, it's the rust stuff, that stuff I was telling you about.
Oh.
So it goes like, it like kind of, I don't know what it does, I don't know if it eats the rust or something, but it's done a pretty good job.
Probably has acid in it.
I have no idea, honestly. Might have a little Google, see how it works, but...
Maybe fun.
Right, just give it a good quick clean over. Looks a bit better already. I'm just going to paint it with some of this. Right, that's that all sorted. It's a couple of days later and it's all dried. I did right under this as well. It's been done under there, under the seals and everything, right in the corners. Looks really good though. I think that'll be absolutely solid now. Definitely recommend using this stuff. Just need to go on over with some stuff with paint. Or you could leave it like this, to be fair. But better protection if you put some more paint on it, I guess. So go over it with some silver paint. Just like the body van colour or that hammerite stuff I've got. And then I can put the wooden boards back on. Alright, I've went over it with some of this. It's I know it's engine paint, but it was like the cheapest silver in Halfords. It's like £8, but I thought it'd probably be better actually, because it's like, if you read that, it's, you know, provides durability finish that is resistant to corrosion, petrol, chemicals, weather. So it's probably actually a pretty good paint to use on here. So I've done that. I've run out of the can now and I've only got this bit left. So I've either need to go buy another can, or I've got some other alloy wheel silver that I might just put on it. Or leave it, it doesn't matter, it'll be behind the wood. I was only worried about this section. Right, I've just used a little bit of this alloy wheel silver, and it looks the exact same colour. So fair enough. But there we go. I was just mainly wanting to get these sills done. Obviously it's not completely covered, but I'm not going to bother doing it again. It's just to protect it a bit better. There you go. All the sills done, so I can wait till this dries and then put the wood back in. But I'm pretty happy with that. It looks a million times better. You could paint this with like black underbody seal or something and it would never rust again, but I'm pretty sure this will be fine. Alright, it's a bit of a mess in here, but I've got the floor down. I've used, I mean, they'd already screwed it into the actual body of the car, of the van. I know that's probably bad because then it'll spit up and rust again. But I've just done the same thing, apart from used screws that are actually flush with the wood instead of pan heads like they had. So when you slide stuff in, it doesn't catch on them, because that's what was in before. So every time you slid something in, it would catch on the screws. But yeah, the floor's back on. Obviously you can see the silver. It's all nice again. So that's that sorted. Ideally you'd want to like stick this to the floor or something, like glue it to the floor, the wood, instead of screwing it in. Might get around to that, but probably just leave it like this for a bit. See what happens, maybe see how long I have it for. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess because I'm working on the BMW. Sorted the Range Rover. There's a yellow patch here, so I've painted that up. Now I've painted the front end, filled it. It's not the best, but looks a lot better. And the Beamer, sort of painted it a bit, made it look a bit better. Glued these trims on, that's why there's tape on it. Just getting everything sorted on here. Screwed these wings back on, riveted them. You'll know what I'm on about if you watch my other video on it. But yeah, just getting it all sorted. So I can get it MOT'd. There was like rusty here, so I've painted that as well. Obviously the damage is still there, but I'm gonna fix that. Later I just want to try to get it for an MOT first, see if it passes. I need to paint this wheel silver as well. It's the only one I could find, and I got 3 for 40 quid or something. Look at the tread on it. So, just need to paint that silver. I've got that paint from the van. The, where's it at? Oh, alloy paint, so that should be fine. But yeah, van's pretty much sorted. This needs an MOT soon as well, actually. Needs a good clean. There was something else I did. Put that radio in. But I need to change that because it's the radio connector's like broken, so I need to try and find out how to fix that. I want the factory one back in so it looks legit again. And the bulb in here had gone, so I changed it, but now these won't turn all the way, so I've tried messing with it, but I can't get it right, so we just need to buy a new one of these. I'll take it apart and try and fix it again. But yeah, I've been using it as a daily car, to be honest with you, van. It's been good. I do want to paint that back door because it's white, so I'm going to do that at some point. So the back door's silver as well. Get it MOT, see what it needs, give it a service. I think that's pretty much it really. Would insulate it a bit as well so it doesn't condensate inside as well, that'd be nice. Apart from that, it's pretty much sorted. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next one.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing.